Hillary Clinton was implicated in the new declassified documents relating to the Russiagate hoax. You won't believe this. Check this out.
Well, hi, Harris. Special Counsel John Durham's investigation into the origins of the Trump-Russia narrative began in 2019, ended 4 years later in 2023. Now, he took two people to trial, lost both times, but he did, Harris, secure a plea deal with a former FBI lawyer. Durham's final report, a 300-page document. Here he is in 2023.
Our findings were sobering. I can tell you, having spent 40 years plus as a federal prosecutor, they were particularly sobering to me.
Now, for the first time, we're seeing this declassified now annex. It's 29 pages. It discusses more allegations and information about the Clinton campaign's alleged efforts to discredit then candidate Trump.
Then you may be asking, why would she be involved at all in relation to the Russiagate hoax? Well, allegedly, it was because she wanted to get attention off of her and her email scandal leading up to and during the election.
Durham obtained emails via Russian intelligence, and the emails were allegedly written by a man named Leonard with the Open Society Foundation. That's the foundation tied to George Soros. According to the annex, Leonard writes about a Clinton campaign advisor named Julianne. She's also referred to by Julie and Julia. One of the emails says, Julie says it will be a long-term affair to demonize Putin and Trump. Now it is good for a post-convention bounce. Later, the FBI will put more oil into the fire. In another email obtained by Durham, Leonard allegedly wrote, HRC, meaning Hillary Rodham Clinton, approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. That should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. Now, Mr. Durham interviewed Julie, who told him that she didn't draft or recall receiving any of these Leonard emails. The annex goes on to explain that the FBI was fully alerted to the possibility that at least some of the information it received about the Trump campaign might have origins with the Clinton campaign or Russian disinformation, but the FBI apparently dismissed that information, quote, as not credible without any investigative steps actually having been taken to either corroborate or disprove the allegation.
Let's not forget that left-wing media played a hand in this, furthering the whole propaganda behind the Russiagate hoax. In case you forgot, here's a mashup of all the left-wing media and Democrats perpetuating this hoax.
Russia hacking the election to elect Trump is the end of our democracy. Votes were definitely affected. Russia hacked the election to tilt it to Mr. Trump.
The Russians definitively hacked the election.
Russia did hack the election.
No doubt. The Russians hacked the election.
Yes. Russia hacked the election.
In fact, Russia hacked the election.
President-elect Donald Trump still not sounding convinced that Russia hacked the election.
The president does not want to come to terms with the fact that the Russians hacked the election.
President Trump says he still wonders if the Russians hacked the election.
If you can get him to accept that Russia hacked the election, see if you can get him to accept who won the Civil War.
If he admits it, it casts a shadow on his victory over Hillary Clinton.
Russia hacked the election.
Russia hacked the election.
Russia hacked the election.
Russia hacked the election.
Let's be clear, Russia hacked the election. Definitively, Russia hacked the election. And
after the mindless pantomiming of the whole Russian hacking scheme by the mainstream media, they then proceeded to mindlessly pantomime the whole Russian collusion scheme. Listen to the mainstream media and Democrats just say this word over and over and over again.
Certainly say with confidence that there is significant evidence of collusion between the campaign and Russia.
U.S. authorities are seeing if those emails we just talked about are connected to an ongoing Russian disinformation effort.
This president needs to be impeached. I believe that. I believe there was collusion.
Mr. Trump is seeing more and more of the walls closing in on him, which is why he is becoming increasingly desperate.
The presidency is effectively a Russian op, right? You know, partisan warfare between Republicans and Democrats. This is international warfare against our country.
This is evidence of willingness to commit collusion.
Specifically, Willie, I think what it means is that a federal judge found that people in Trump's organization were colluding with the Russians.
This cloud about collusion with Russia will hang over him no matter where he stands.
I personally think it's over. I don't think there's anything that can be done that can stop this at this point. Cacophony, this gushing of lies, problems, questions, chaos that will stop this presidency in its tracks.
It does look like collusion. It does look like he's listening to Putin more than he is American intelligence. And frankly, I've never seen that before.
Now we know the reason why the left-wing media won't cover this story. It's because they're complicit in perpetuating this hoax and having Democrats, in turn, believe the lie. So if you're wondering why there's zero left-wing media or mainstream media covering this besides Fox News, that's the reason why. They're mindlessly just repeating their talking points over and over again. They're listening to scripts. They're just reading off the teleprompter without any regard for how it makes the average person feel. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, nobody likes to be lied to. And that's exactly what the media did here. This has been the Vazquez Report. Until next time.